Hey guys, so I did a video where I replaced a garden hose, but I still want to use this one. It's shorter and I can use it out back. It should be okay. I left it out in the winter with water in it and this froze and busted. Why did I do that? Well, when you have COVID, you're not really worried about things like this. This is that little tiny razor cutter. It folds to go in your pocket. It has a lock blade. That's a plus, but it won't stay closed. So I really don't carry it in my pocket. I'm afraid it'll reach in my pocket and it'll be open enough to cut me. So I thought I'd try it out on this just to see how it cuts. I haven't used it very much. I want to just see if I can cut this hose with it. Oh, it's having trouble. That's more a function of the blade, which is a razor than anything else. So there we go. That came off okay. I'm going to close this because I don't want it laying around. So it's a pretty good hose. I thought it might be worth fixing. So I went to Harbor Freight and got this. That's a little crooked. That has to be level. Wow, I didn't even think about that when I was cutting it. Now let's cut that a little bit more. It looks like it's got some type of spiral reinforcement. Maybe it's that. It's pretty close. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to fit up in this. Now I've got a shot where I went to Harbor Freight to get one of these, and all they had was one size, but they had each end side by side, and they were all this one. Thought that was odd. I went ahead and picked up the other end for the spigot, just in case I would need one. They're only $1.50 or something. And here's my favorite Harbor Freight screwdriver. I keep this in the toolbox and use it anytime I can because I swore I'd never use it, never get my money's worth out of it. Well, it was free, so maybe I did. But I really try to use it whenever possible. I could just tear this away without opening it, but in reality, I don't want to take a chance on getting something caught down in there. So let's take a look at what it does. This fits down in the hose. As you can see, there's a dent right there. So I actually got to get the hose all the way up in there. Make sure that this indentation here matches this when I put it on there. So this has to go right up against there. But by the time I get the hose on there, I can't use that as a stop. It fills up all that space. So put this on, and it's a brute force thing. I would be careful hitting it like that. Seems like a good way to damage the top. So this goes on right over that indentation. You can just barely see it here. So I do that, get this side on. Remember, it goes right underneath that because that's what you use to tighten it. So it has to be under that. Going by this, it's right in that groove, but it barely gives you enough space to grab a hold of those. It's supposed to be right below it, and it is literally right below it. A little more space there would probably be good. But there we go. So tighten these up. Do not use a cordless screwdriver on this. You'll end up stripping these pieces, putting too much torque, cracking them. Worst case is if you strip that screw, you might have trouble getting it the rest of the way on or off. Now, you can see once they go together and seal, there's nothing else to do, so you don't have to keep going. The seal is going to come from that ridge that presses down in that groove. So that shouldn't move, and there we go. It's that easy. Now you can also do the other end, but I only need it to do the one end. The other end is exactly the same. This is the inside, the other end is the outside, and they're made that way so you can string them end to end. Very simple repair. Save you a lot of money. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.